everyone. We're halfway through the Pluto and Capricorn cycle, which began in 2008 and finishes in 2024. And a lot about Capricorn is patriarchy and structure and consensus reality. And basically we're in a time period where all of those structures are falling apart. One of the main ingredients is really the idea of the father. And we really have to reconsider what that means. And therefore that's why we see it externally in the form of certain government leaders and certain demagogues trying to play the role of a father figure. But at this point in time, those structures are decimating because ultimately we need to become the authority figures ourselves. And Capricorn and Pluto and Capricorn has been decimating different aspects of our life since 2008. And particularly, I would say this would be happening obviously for Capricorns and other cardinal signs, Aries, Libra, and Cancer. So every spring, Pluto retrogrades and a promise or a problem shows up. And then in the fall, when Pluto goes direct, which it will this September, it's very much about reinstating that issue, either advancing it forward or the problem may come back. So all of you may have noticed in your life certain major issues popping up in April that went underground and then now will reappear in September. And again, if it's something good, you're going to see the promise of it. If it's something difficult, you may have to deal with the problem once again. So I wanted to go through signs and suggest where this is going to be happening for you. So as an Aries, it's going to be your 10th house, which is a lot about your career and you becoming the father. You changing your whole way of looking at the world and taking on a role of power. For Taurus, it's in your 9th house, which has a lot to do with your belief structures. And Tauruses don't like to change that much. And in this context, we're asking you to look at how consensus reality has altered your perceptions or distorted them and how you're changing that now. Gemini is your 8th house. It's a lot about your resources and business partnerships, finding out if you're actually still dealing with a father in those areas or are you taking power into your own hands. Cancer, it's in your 7th house of relationship. This is about transforming relationships so that they're no longer parent-child situations. So you may have attracted someone who's quite difficult or overly constricting for you to learn how to take your own power back. Leo, it's a lot about your work environment and realizing you have the creativity and the ability to make things happen, changing your habits. Virgo is your 5th house, having a very serious romance. We're looking at Libra, 4th house, killing off the family, killing off the mother, realizing that you have your own perceptions of the world that do not reflect your family. Scorpio, it's a lot about 3rd house, a lot about your mental constructs. So again, you don't know everything, letting go of control, and you're going to have exterior circumstances with your friends, families, and neighbors that will sort of decimate some old constructs. Sagittarius, it's a lot about money and power and realizing you deserve it. Capricorn, a whole new reality for yourself. You are no longer part of the old guard. We're going to make you the new guard. Aquarius, it's about looking at the fact that you, as much as you think you're revolutionary, actually quite conservative. And how can you get rid of those old ideas that are not even your own? And lastly, Pisces, very much about becoming part of the larger world. You actually have a voice and for other people to hear. So at the end of the day, it's about taking on the role of the father, and good luck to everyone because it's an amazing time to become an adult. I'm Astrologer Patrice Kamins.